Well, we have to clean up a lot. We got to clean up substitutions, because we've been going two groups. So, there's a lot of different mixing and matching. So we were a little off there on offense on some stuff. We were trying to do some, people got a ref and do all this stuff. So there was some good things out of it for both sides, but there's things that we obviously got to tighten up on both sides, know the situation. We can't take sacks, in certain situations. We got to take care of the ball, which for the most part, I thought we did a pretty good job there, except, they blew the ball dead on the one sack. But, I think there's things that so far it's been pretty good. There's been good back and forth, good competition. We got to learn that, we can't worry about calls and all this stuff. I think we got a little bit involved in that, worrying about, well, was it a sack, not a sack? But now on their defense, everybody's competitive and they want to win, so I'll give them that. But we got to learn just to go play the game, I think, a little bit better.
How impressed were you with the intensity? Because on both sides, it seemed like you guys were at like a 10.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be intense now. Every practice has been intense. We're a different outfit, I think, than we've been. So that's a good thing. I think guys love football. I think we've got to that point. It's just a matter of now just tightening up things. As we keep moving, then we're going to have to start narrowing things down a little bit and getting reps to guys that, are in the mix to get really rolling against Wayne. But this is good, though. We're getting a lot of reps with a lot of people, where a lot of places that's not the case, especially for the young guys.
Any surprises to this point, or is this rolled the way you thought it might roll?
I think it's probably rolled what I thought. We got to get a few more scrimmages. We're fairly banged up at running back, a little banged up at receiver. But overall we're getting a few D linemen back. That's a really good position of depth. So I think we had a few guys out there with yellow jerseys, so, they were able to still get out there and do it. We just blew the ball dead or blew the running back dead. But, overall we just got to keep seeing, the two spotting helps, I think, just for us to get more evaluations.
How about that D-line? Even missing a couple of guys, they were giving your offense fits again today.
No, they're good. I'm glad they're on our group, on our side. There's no doubt about it.
You mentioned the running backs. Just talk about the depth, because, obviously Isaiah, but just talk about the depth of the running back.
Well, I think when we're healthy, it's really deep. Right now we're a little banged up, but, if we had to play a game, I think it would be okay. But, that's a position where we feel really good about, and there's some really good players there. And, obviously we got to be balanced. We got to be able to run and throw the ball.
Since you've been here, you've all talked about depth. Now you kind of seeing the fruits of that labor come to fruition. Just touch on that a little bit.
Well, recruiting, you got to recruit the right kids. You got to, recruit to, make each position better, because no one has a starting spot. You got to go there and you got to earn your keep. That hasn't been the case just due to depth. But I think this year, when we got a fully healthy group, I think we got really good competition at every spot.
It's early, but what's your kicking game look like, especially with a couple of veterans and a young buck?
Yeah, I think we're mixing and matching combinations with our groups. I think that has a chance to really be good. The kickers have done a pretty good job, on things. We're installing a few new concepts, but overall I think that it starts with punt. You got to be really good at punt, and we're replacing our snappers, and I think those guys have really done a nice job. You never can miss those guys, because one year, one of my places, our snapping situation was a disaster, and we're playing a team and had 3 snaps in the end zone for 3 safeties on the second game of the year. I still remember that 13 years later.
Just touching on that, how important is it for guys that are maybe like wanting to get on and they can showcase their talents on special teams and get into the regular reps?
Well, if you want to get on the bus, you better get on special teams. There's a few guys that are going to make the bus regardless, but when you go the middle to the last half of the roster, it's going to be a situation where you better be something on special teams, and that I think will be way better in special teams. I think. But who knows? I think we have, again, more competition and more opportunities for guys to help us on that, and more depth.